Bearing in mind she was clearly so emotional at the end there. Wow.
Can she go all the way? It's never happened here, a wildcard making the final. She has gone the furthest that a wildcard has ever gone by making the semi-finals, along with Justine Henin in 2010 and Victoria Azarenka in 2018.
Former junior world number 2. Looking good in the Miami main draw. And savouring every moment of it. Well, we've got another couple of matches for you on this glorious Court 2. Clara Thyssen, the 20th seed from the Denmark #1 and Auckland champion, will take on Julia Grabher, the Austrian world number 373. Then Kimberly Birrell, the Australian #1, will take on the Ukrainian #1, Marta Kostyuk.
Joy is Eala. If mom and dad are back in the Philippines watching it is overnight. But I'm sure now they're not going to be able to fall asleep for some time.
I'm sure they're watching, and those moments are just, you know, priceless. And the way that she took hold of that microphone, like it was a little baby, and held on to it. But yeah, she's absolutely right. To come from a country like the Philippines, where she has had nobody paving the way for her, it's an incredible achievement, because it's not normal what she's done. And she's taken risks, she's taken chances, she's gotten an airplane at a young age, and she's done something that other people in her country, you know, maybe haven't had the opportunity to do, haven't been able to do. But she is paving the way, and there will be more people that can have these opportunities. But she was so good today. I mean, she was just an outstanding match, and it was just lovely to see that type of reaction afterwards. And
to mentally reset after beating Ostapenko. She did that because sometimes the younger players, they get that very big win. It's hard for them to recover mentally, but not so.
No, that's 2 Grand Slam champions she's taken out. And she's got an opportunity to play a former world #2 in this next round. And yeah, you're right, that is one of the trickiest things. It's to just stand up, repeat, and do it again. But she's got this inner belief, doesn't she? You can see it in just the mannerism. And she said a very important...
Just what it means to her. We saw the amazing celebrations after she beat Madison Keys, jumping into the crowd, hugging all of her family and coach. It was more of a reaction of disbelief, as if she can't believe she's made it through. But having said all of that, Pippa, I mean, watching her try and close out that match, it looked like she'd been there a million times before.
Yeah, it certainly did, and that was what was so baffling to me. You're absolutely right. It was a reaction of complete disbelief, but she was extremely self-assured. We saw that from the moment she walked out onto court today. That's what she said after her match against Madison Keys. I believed I could win, and she absolutely believed that she could beat Iga Swiatek today as well. I think she has a wisdom, doesn't she, that is well beyond her years. She was absolutely brilliant today. Even when she was 4-2 down, she didn't panic. She kept her composure. And boy, oh boy, that was some way to close it out.
As we wait for the Sabalenka Pegula final tomorrow, which is happening tomorrow afternoon in Miami, I thought we would take a look back at some of the genuine moments, some of the raw, unedited moments between Alexandra and the Miami Open. All these are from after her matches, after her match with Swiatek, after Ostapenko, and I think another one's in there. She's such a cool place, isn't she? It's fun to see her having a lot of fun over there on the courts. And if you know where she's playing next, please put it in the comments below, because we will certainly be watching that very closely to see how she does. She's had some before this tournament. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've only seen her playing some qualifying tournaments overseas from, not anywhere near the U.S. So this is her first big splash on the tour. I think she made it as a wild card in the Miami Open, and she made it all the way to the semifinal to face Pegula. So that's really, she was that close to being in the final with Sabalenka. So how cool is that? But as a lot of people, I've seen a lot of comments on Pegula from last night, and everyone's pretty much in agreement that Pegula is such a class act. So I wonder if her Alexandra and her team are going to go back and watch this match to see what she could have done better. But when you this is what you want in tennis. You want something that really sparks the sport. And you could see even this match between Jessica and Alexandra kind of got into some of the top headlines in sports a little bit. I don't want to exaggerate too much. If you're not a hardcore tennis fan, you might not know about this match, but it did make a couple of headlines here and there on some of the big sporting shows because it just had some of that pizzazz. And unfortunately, it was late at night. I wish it was more during the day, or maybe in a better hour. I don't think this match got started off last night until about 9:15 p.m. Central, so 10:15 p.m. Eastern over there in Miami, and then it ended up going past midnight and even close to 1 a.m. because of a long three-setter. So, in that sense, it's a little bit disappointing, but we stayed up for it, so it was a lot of fun doing that. Um, like I said, if you know where Alexandra, I was talking to someone else about this. If you know where Alexandra is playing next, what tournament, what match, please hit us up with that because we're certainly looking forward to that. Need to look at the schedule. Of course, the Charleston Open is coming up next. Is Alexandra going to play in that? There's probably a lot of options in where she's going to play next. She got into the Miami Open through the wild card, so she's in a peculiar situation, and she needs to. Her and her team take a look at what she's going to do next. A lot of people learning about her for the first time. I was talking to someone in the Philippines who didn't know who she was yet, but he said he saw it on the news in good old Philippines. So I was trying to enlighten him that he needs to pay attention to Alexandra. But what do I know? He knows better than me. He's a Filipino, born and raised man, so he's on top of it. Well, Sabalenka versus Pagula. Let's talk about that just a little bit. I think everyone's obviously pretty much expecting Sabalenka to win this one. This is going to be the rematch of the U.S. Open final from last year. And I think Sabalenka took that one in straight sets last year. I don't think that went into 3 sets, but um, it would be a surprise if Pagula wins this one. But that being said, I think Jessica, as I'm sure you know already, is going to put up. She's going to make it a formidable match. Although I will say this, she looked pretty tired yesterday, and Sabalenka has just cruised through this tournament. I don't think she's dropped a set. She had a match where there was a walkover. So Sabalenka, the 26-year-old Sabalenka, is much more fresh than the 31-year-old Jessica. So we'll see how that plays into effect. I don't want to stand here and say I know anything about being a professional tennis player, but you would assume that, when you watch on your phone these matches or wherever you're watching on a monitor, I mean, they make it look so easy. They're on court. Of course, they've been playing this sport since they were little girls, but they make it look easy. But the reality is, it takes a lot of strength and a lot of stamina and all those good words to get through something like this in these matches. So sure, it takes a lot out of them. Sure, there's a lot of recovery going on, and something that no one talks about. They got to make sure you're eating right and getting all those carbs and potassium and all that stuff. So I'm taking Sabalenka to win. That's my prediction. But I hope Pagula wins because Pagula lives in Miami. She lives like 15 minutes from the stadium where they play at that Hard Rock Stadium, which will definitely be sold out tomorrow during this final. So super excited about that. You ever notice how in this stadium, it's a unique design of the stadium. When they pull back and do a wide shot of the stadium, it's kind of a unique design on how the seats are organized and stuff. But there's like not recliners, but there's like couch-like seats that I guess you can buy for probably a lot of money courtside. So there's definitely not anything like that in any of the Grand Slams or anything like that. So it is kind of cool how they do that. And I understand what they're trying to do there, trying to more expensive seats. You get a more comfortable chair. I think the best seats are behind the baseline on this court. I really like how those seats are positioned. Sometimes you get behind the baseline, like they're not good, but it just depends. Every stadium is different. I know that as you watch this on your phone, your computer, your tablet, even the TV, I know you have a lot of options on where you can watch your tennis analysis. If you're watching right here on Best Muscle Video, thank you so much. There is a thanks button on the bottom right of the video player. Do you see that word right there? Thanks on your phone or on your computer. Click on that. You can send me money that way. It's super easy. It just takes a couple clicks. It works all around the world. I've gotten some thanks notifications on my phone from YouTube from you guys clicking on that. So if you're watching right now and you click on that, and any small amount of small, medium, or large amounts help, and it's like really easy to do. So check it out. Hit that thanks button. Thank you so much. And then there's also the subscribe button, which everyone says on their channel, hit that subscribe button. But actually, when we put in so much work in these videos and we see the subscription count go up, it adds to the motivation and the passion that we have for our tennis realm. I am super tired. I actually ended up getting a nap this afternoon, which is rare. And I probably need to start leaving and packing up and going to see my family for the weekend. I need a day and a half break. But not a break from Sabalenka and Pagula tomorrow. So we'll be definitely watching that. I'll take the stuff over to the family's home. Right now, I'm filming in Dallas, Texas, like I always do, over here in the north part of the Metroplex. So we're about an hour behind from Miami in the central time zone. I think I read it was like 2 p.m. Eastern, I think, that the final's taking place tomorrow. But that's one of the things about tennis is like you never really find a good website that tells you when these matches are going to take place. And even if they tell you what time, the matches are always delayed by something, by a previous match that's taking too long. So that's kind of the flaw in tennis. There's not enough courts to go around. There's so many matches to be played in doubles and singles. That's one of the things that I'll leave you with this. That's one of the things that I kind of want to take a look at a little bit more in future tournaments is the doubles side. I didn't watch one doubles match at all. And there were some good people, good players playing in doubles in this Miami Open. Andreeva played in doubles. Cannon played in doubles. Of course, Taylor Townsend, a fan favorite, is very good a doubles player, one of the best in the world. And she played in this, but that was pretty cool to see Andreeva playing in doubles. Daniel Collins played in doubles, the defending champion singles winner from last year, played in doubles too. Danielle Collins, she did not defend her title. She lost to Sabalenka in this one. I will leave you with that. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to upload this video. I am actually starving, and I have so many things to do tonight. And just rocking and rolling. Please pray for me so I can find peace and contentness. If contentness is a word, I will pray for you as well. Put some comments below the video player. I'm reading all of them. I need to go back and read the hundreds of them that I've kind of missed this afternoon on some previous videos. But Alexandra, bless her heart, she was so wonderful last night, and I cannot wait to see where she plays again. Best muscle video on YouTube. Come back soon. I'll talk to you later.